For centuries, Nigeria's health was written in its soil. From the deep forests of the Delta to the arid plains of the Sahel, our ancestors found life-saving remedies in the roots, barks, and leaves around them. But for too long, this knowledge remained hidden in the shadows of unorthodox practice. Established in 1997, the Nigeria Natural Medicine Development Agency, NNMDA, was created to change that. As an apex agency under the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, its mandate is to research, document, and standardize these ancient cures, bringing them into the light of the 21st century. Under the visionary leadership of Director General Professor Martin Zemeji, NNMDA is transforming local herbs into global pharmaceuticals.
When people ask me who is Professor Martins Emeche, I prefer to tell them who is Martins Emeche because my mother didn't give birth to a professor. He gave birth to her child, Martins Emeche.
The agency isn't just looking for alternatives, it is building a green economy. In a bold move toward national health security, NNMDA is establishing research farms in all 774 LGAs.
We have a special level of control at this floor that we have a special lab here, which we don't open to anyone. This is a special lab for drug development, and we formulate most of our drugs here, especially the advanced drugs.
This massive network documents Nigeria's vast biodiversity, identifying plants that can fight everything from malaria and hypertension to sickle cell disease and antimicrobial resistance. They are even turning common crops into high-value medical raw materials. Through projects like the cassava cultivation training, NNMDA is empowering Nigerian youth to produce pharmaceutical-grade starch, reducing the country's heavy reliance on expensive imported drugs.
In this lab, where we are sitting, there are so many labs. We have about 4 labs. Chemistry, then a central combined lab, and microbiology lab. By the time we finish from here, I'll take you around the labs so that you can see all my colleagues and people that are working in the labs, see some of the experiments they are carrying out. We work for research and also for quality assurance. In the labs, you will find products that have been analyzed for quality control. Some of these products are from our clients across the country who are requesting for analysis of their product.
One of NNMDA's most critical missions is standardization. As of 2026, the agency is building a nationwide database of traditional medicine practitioners. By documenting and certifying these healers, NNMDA is removing the mysticism and replacing it with evidence-based credibility. This excellence has not gone unnoticed.
One of the core mandates of the agency, where we document, we collect, and we preserve medicinal plants here. Frankly speaking, this is the only medicinal plants herbarium that we have in Nigeria, and this is for indigenous plants of this country. What we have here is the herbarium, where we keep our analog plant specimen here. Then we also have the digital, our system here, where we have the digital copies of our plants, our medicinal plants. Then we also have the print copy, where you have the medicinal. So have our capological preservatives here, where we have the seeds of the plants that we go to collect. So in order to get all this information, right, we go on ethnomedicinal and ethnobotanical surveys. We've gone to the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, selected some areas just like the Oshobo Sacred Grove, and then we'll talk about the Mambila Plateau, and even the Dorin Hills, and also Obodo Cattle Ranch. So these are things that we use to preserve our indigenous knowledge of traditional medicine practice in Nigeria. This is how it's done. Then it captures it and takes it to our hard disk there, and that's where we keep it. And that is how, in short, this also helps us with our international linkages. So we also interchange information on medicinal plants. Essentially, this is for Nigeria's indigenous plants, medicinal plants.
after we collect the samples, we normally put them in nylon and we tag them. So by the time we go to our workplace, we now press the glands. This is how we normally press them, so that we'll be able to transport it back to the agency. When we collect it, this is how we process it. After the process, we now tie it in this form for easy movement. And then we'll now transport it back to the agency. And then you buy it after processing it. That's the locations, the stage, and then the vital description of the plant and the rest. So it's this pamphlet that you're seeing. This one, some of them are even more than 20 years. The teaching we do is that most of the time when they are infected, we bring them out and we poison them.
Professor Imeje now co-chairs the WHO Strategic and Technical Advisory Group on Traditional Medicine, positioning Nigeria as a global leader in integrating indigenous wisdom into mainstream healthcare. The goal is clear: a Nigeria where our natural resources are not just seen as folklore, but as a vital pillar of universal health coverage.
I'm doing a spread plate method. I'm trying to do microbial loads to know the quantity of microorganisms we have in this plant extract. So this is one of the methods that we use to know the microbial load, if it's permissible, if it's what we can push into the market, and that is that, okay, yes, this is good for people to consume. So this is the first step.
NNMDA is proving that the cure for our nation's challenges might just be growing in our own backyard. NNMDA, bridging culture and science for a healthier nation.